In Karachi City, on Chandigarh Road, there is a famous tower that called Saima Trade Tower. Stories of eerie cries and unusual occurrences have long surrounded this place. The 13th floor, in particular, has a notorious reputation, with the elevator button for that floor permanently marked as cancelled. Today, we have an intriguing story from Karachi. I've briefly looked into it, but now I want us to dive deeper into this tale together. Let's listen to this mysterious story. My name is John Doe, and today we'll be discussing an incident shared by a viewer. This viewer talked about a series of strange events related to the 13th floor of Saima Trade Tower. This story dates back to 2020. I was working at a media house known for covering haunted locations. Many people had reported unusual happenings on the 13th floor of this tower. Saima Trade Tower is an 18-floor building, and our office was on the 15th floor. The mornings were always bustling with activity as people rushed to their offices. The 9 a.m. rush hour was particularly chaotic, with everyone scrambling to get into the elevators. One day, a conversation started among the office boys about the 13th floor. They claimed to have seen and heard strange things. Personally, I've always found the number 13 to be somewhat ominous, and it's often avoided in many cultures. The boys mentioned that they heard screams at night and saw unexplained movements near the 14th floor office. The elevator, they said, sometimes got stuck on the 13th floor. Initially, we laughed off these stories, thinking they were just rumors. But when we asked the security guard, he advised us to avoid the 13th floor, claiming there were indeed strange occurrences. Some boys, especially those from Karachi, were daring and decided to investigate further. They found out that there had been a tragic incident involving a girl, possibly a gang rape or some other form of assault, and some issues with unpaid salaries, which led to rumors of paranormal activities. We decided to explore the 13th floor ourselves. The day I noticed the elevator button for the 13th floor was marked as canceled, I felt a chill down my spine. When you stand in the elevator and look at the buttons, the absence of the 13th floor is unsettling. 2 days later, we heard that a group of boys got stuck in the elevator between the 11th and 12th floors. When they were finally rescued, one of them was in a near-death condition. 2 of the boys who got stuck were from our office. They were too traumatized to come to work for days. One of them was so shaken that he couldn't speak about the incident. One of the security guards also quit his job. They described hearing terrifying screams and feeling as if someone was trying to break the door from outside. After this incident, I, too, started feeling uneasy whenever I passed by the 13th floor. The situation worsened, with one of the boys leaving his job and the others deeply disturbed. We questioned why only those who believed in the paranormal were affected. This experience profoundly impacted me. It's one thing to hear about such stories, but witnessing the aftermath firsthand is entirely different. Seeing someone mentally and physically broken is a harrowing sight. For weeks, they couldn't speak, couldn't use the elevator alone, and were terrified of being in the building after dark. We realized why Saima Trade Tower was shut down. After 7 p.m., the guards were strict about not allowing anyone to enter after hours. The eerie feeling and the number 13 being considered unlucky in many cultures started to make sense. I've heard that in many places, the number 13 is avoided altogether. In some countries, buildings don't have a 13th floor. They go straight from 12 to 14. These superstitions seem strange until you experience something that makes you question them. Reflecting on these events, I remember staying at a hotel in Thailand last year. It was a 27-story building, and my room was on the 12th floor. Interestingly, there was no 13th floor. The room numbers went from 1212 to 1214, skipping 1213. There was just a closed door where room 1 to 13 should have been. I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced something paranormal or heard of similar stories? Share your experiences in the comments section. If you have a story to share, you can send it to the email on the description. We'll listen to your story and share it with the world.